I don't wanna be right. Being right means being alone. Your mama and dad say it's a shame to downright disgrace. But long as I got you by my side, I don't care what your people say. My friends tell me it's no future in love. Hey, 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 hey. If I can't see you when I want you, I'll have to see you when I can. Let's see. I don't want to be right. If loving you is so wrong, baby, I don't want to be right. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Let me share it a little bit. It's share, copy name. I'm gonna have this together. Yes, can y'all hear my melody? When you have someone else at home, you need to just as much. Am I wrong to give love to a married man? And am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? Loving you is wrong. I don't want it right. Loving you is wrong. I don't want it right, baby. Wow. Yeah. No, baby. To America, am I wrong for trying to hold on to the best thing I ever had? If loving you is so wrong, I don't want it. Okay, I'm getting it together. Hey. Loving you is wrong, baby. I just can't be right. Wow. I don't want to be right. No, baby. I don't want to be right. Oh, baby. Wow, I can't let me do it. Oh, won't let me keep playing. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that different. So I'll go back to the music because it already done took me long enough to get up there. Hey Jamaica, Jamaica's on her way. Hey Courtney, hey Angela, hey Omalola, hey Taliba, what's up, what's up, what's up? Hey Patricia, hey Veronique, what's going on? So hey, happy Total Woman Tuesdays. Like I'm here again. The week is going by so fast. Um uh Earlier I was on live and watching Jay and the pull the weeds, and I was like, what do I talk about? What do y'all want to hear? And everybody was like, just say your truth. And so I'll be coming here every Tuesday, meeting you in the Writers Nook, the Writers Corner. This is my Writers Corner, and I'll just be talking to you about my truth, the stuff I've experienced, the stuff I'm going through, just giving you an update on how the book is going, just the whole everything. So, first of all, you see I have my music group, and so I have to figure out how to keep that playing in the background. Usually I have some extra hands, but Jay and Shamika is in the studio, so I stopped the studio session and came out here because this is important also. So you'll hear some music in the background, and yeah, so just bear with me, you know. So to call my news segment. This is directed to the women. It's usually directed to the women, but I don't understand. Okay, so women, I would like to know if we know that we struggle with weight, why are we letting our young girls gain so much weight? How do we not love them enough to see a 12, 13-year old wearing a size 18 clothes or like small bottom but big stomach and don't care about her weight but keep getting her hair done? What examples are we setting? Look how we're teaching them to hide behind hair, the very thing that we know, and I say we because I was once that person, but the very thing that we know keep us bound. So I don't understand like how women are. I just don't get it. Like I live right next to a beauty salon, and of course, as many as you know, I am a stylist. And I get women that ask me to sew their daughter's weaves in, but yet and still, you let her be like 100 pounds overweight. And I was a thick young woman. So, I mean, like, I wasn't small as a kid, but I didn't have a stomach hanging over my pants. And I just think that's fucked up. And I just think that's one of those things that women, we could place blame on men as much as we want, but when it's all said and done, we are the ones that are left with the children, the ones that don't have fathers in the home. So if there is misraising going on, it is coming from your hands. And if you can't talk to your daughter about your weight, give her an example, be vulnerable for her so she cannot follow in your footsteps. I just think that that's a shame. Like, what type of parents are we? How do you break the cycle? How do you like eat food or take them to McDonald's and all these fast food places constantly knowing that it's not good for them? How do you know that you don't have your 17-year-old body? You gonna give a 15-year-old 40-year-old body already? Excuse me, there go my throat again. I don't understand. I don't understand. I think that that's very sad. I think that that's selfish. It almost makes me think that we are jealous of our daughters because I don't understand how, as a parent, you would not do what you needed to do to make sure your daughter was the best version of yourself. I don't understand. We don't take the time to feed them correctly. Let's hope this would work. Oh, y'all gonna have to see me. Now, this is probably my only poison, but it's the only thing that works on my throat. So I am taking poison at the moment. So excuse me. Chloroseptic. It tastes like poison, but it's the only thing that controls my coughing. So I mean, I did a lot of stuff growing up, a lot of stuff, and I was very, very, very sneaky. My mother did not assist me in the bullshit. She didn't expect to be my friend, but she was nice to me. But she put her foot down. I don't understand why we don't want to do that now. Excuse me. I can see like the difference between maybe a mother not knowing what to say to a son or a father not wanting to say to a daughter. But if you can't talk to the same sex, the same gender child that you have and become vulnerable for them so they don't follow in your footsteps, that's fucked up. So this is my drink for tonight. Can you get drunk off squirting too much of this? So, and I was very hot in the ass. I was very, very hot in the ass, like I said. And I'm fine with that now because I needed to be hot in the ass for a time such as now. But I'm saying my mother just didn't condone it. It's made me really sad, and um, it just makes me really, really, really sad because they're gonna be out of shape. Like, what are we waiting for our kids to start dying young? I mean, and I talk to my boys about stuff, but I basically leave it up to Jay to talk to them about stuff because I'm not a man. So when I'm talking to them and stuff, of course they think I'm just like getting in their shit for no reason. But a little girl, and I remember a couple of months back, I made a video about using period trackers, and if you're using period trackers, then you're not taking the time to teach your daughter how to cook or wash her ass. And people was like, "Oh, that's too far." No, it ain't. Cause if you not helping your daughter to maintain her weight for health reasons, then you know you're not talking to her about food, you know you're not talking to her about proper hygiene, and you know you ain't taught her how to track her period, and you probably don't know. So it's like, really? Now, of course, I ain't got no girls, so people would say that. But I just feel like, as a woman, I would have been on my daughter different. I would not be trying to be her friend and not tell her what the real deal is. She'll be, if anything, I'll be the realest friend she's ever had and I've ever had and I've ever been to somebody. Because that would be a part of me. Um, Sisters, enjoy this time. Hey Tyler, but yeah, you're the only man over here. But thanks for stopping in. Um, we trying to be their friend exactly. And no matter, Yende is there. Hey Yende. We don't take time to feed them. There are plenty of women who are jealous of their daughters. I just, that's the only thing I could think of. No excuses. We buy groceries and we make the meals. We are responsible for our kids' health. Exactly. And now let me tell you, I used to be really, really picky. So some of my shit happened when my kids was already teenagers. And one of the things for me that was hard because I grew up in a house where my mother was making all type of soy this and I mean just like uh bean pancakes and all type of stuff she was doing. I didn't eat meat most of my youth. Uh, I didn't eat pork most of my life. So I didn't want to. When I got grown, I was like, ain't nobody gonna tell me what to eat. Ain't nobody. So when my kids was growing up, I didn't make them eat what they didn't want to eat because I was like, the things I don't like now are the same things I did not like then. But at least I had a full meal. I had a real meal every day. I did not go out to eat. So I was not ingesting and digesting bad food, where these kids have been raised with bad food and infamil from the gate. We're not giving them a fighting chance. And that's just something we have to think about. Like, what's more important for them to hate you now or to be healthy later? I think we should take the attitudes now so that we can do better later. So they can be better later. They got to learn from somewhere. So anyway, so remember this is Total Woman Tuesday, and this is next time Jay will be in here to Zoom and stuff. But this is my poetry book, Christina's Making of the Total Woman, and I started writing poetry when I was 13. So my first recorded poem in this book is 1990. 16. So yeah, about 13, 14. So I just want to show you how long it's been in the making. And I have like just poems of heartbreak and fuck you nigga, but nice fuck you niggas and heartbreak and I'm so in love and why you don't love me and please take me back. And I'm like, I'm reading this, I'm like, wow, as strict as I thought my mother was, this lady could not have been paying attention to me because I was love stricken all the time. All the time. And that's what Naked Girls is about because I think you're just a young girl listening to grown music and not even like old school grown, but like what the 20-year-olds is listening to. And like my favorite song was Congratulations. And I wanted Josh to be with me so bad. The Ouija boy said he was gonna be with me, we was gonna have 4 kids. And I wanted him to love me. And every time he broke up with me, I would be like, Congratulations. I would just sing it. Sorrow old friend on the street. And I would just cry. She said, today's your wedding. My heart stopped. I mean, it was just depressing all the time. I didn't get no work done, just worried about him and everybody else. And so I'm just like, Naked Girls is going to create music that everybody can listen to, but that is still going to allow a young woman to feel her sexiness, but feel empowered, but still like not be on no I hate nigga shit, but just like some real good music so that they don't have to listen to the music that's just so like I'm a savage and stuff like that. And I might have talked about this a little bit last time, but I just was like, wow. And I just don't understand. Somebody's knocking. Is that the front door? Oh, that's Jamaica. Y'all hold on.
It just came over the balcony.
I forgot. I know, right? I forgot to unlock the door. The birthday girl. We about to turn up. And
Hello.
and so who's that? Oh, you got your phone with you? Who's that talking? Oh, okay. And so I was just gonna read a couple of inserts from my thing, see if I can find it, so y'all can just see what the hell I'm talking about. So I got one that was like, your love is like sour milk, rotten and spoiled. Your desire is like a turkey that's been picked on through the holidays. It's gone. Your passion has dried up in the sun like a wilted rose. Your hope has demolished. You are like dinosaurs off the face of the earth. Your faith has weakened. You are like a crippled man trying to walk. Your heart shows me no compassion. We are like foes in a battle. Our love is over like a dog's very bone. Listen, I was doing that like in contest, like grown, and that's a mild one because I got one that's like, my brown skin is not my shadow. This is yours and more than your eyes can see. Feel the silk of my soul. Like, what in the hell? Somebody needed to be paying attention to me. I'm telling you. I am so telling you. And so, but then I still always been conscious in a sense, like something around me. I always just been paying attention. I don't know if it was because I was always in different religions, so my little brother's father was just always in a space where there was awareness happening. And so I have one that's like, the shackles are free from my life. Please retrieve this bedroom knife from my hand. Just make me proud of my black race so I can be strong and tall. I stand. I just thought, that was good. I had some of those, but then through my 20s, didn't nobody want to hear that. And so I kind of stopped, doing those poems. I'll go back and do some more. But like, I was really, like, I was little Kim poetry. I was real nasty with it. And I was either nasty or upset. So it won't no middle ground. I don't know. And so this part, I got this journal. My friend gave this to me in December 2008. And she wrote, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Rhymes, new rhymes, new reasons. The difference, be the difference. No need for a pen. Be the rhyme, be the reason, make a difference. No use for a pen. No use for a pencil. So she knew I was a writer, and I came back across it and was like, I am going to use this journal because it matters to me even more. New rhymes, new reasons. Hey, I'm new rhymes, new reasons. And so let's see what some people saying. Nasty offset sounds about right. And that's most of us. Why you think we in the yellow smut? And if you ain't honest about your yellow smut, which is the book, but see Jamaica be honest about her yellow smut. Jamaica be honest, so she be crazy, but she don't have yellow smut. And so you do got yellow smut?
You just met me after.
Oh.
Again, I have my son.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's true.
You know, so I've already kind of been through what I accept.
Okay, so she learned very quickly, I would say. So you might still be going through.
Yeah,
you still
I
dealing with some stuff.
I want to see more stuff that I've gone through as of now.
But I've never seen anyone be as honest as Jamaica when it comes to her shit. Like she'll say some shit, it'll be the shit we be acting like we don't do. Or I ain't gonna put that up, that's from Jamaica when she be having her, what you gonna say, Ratchet is Fall show. And Jamaica might give you a little bit of sneak peek of, I don't know what you'll be able to see in the screen. Yeah, you can sit right here, but I don't know how much you can see right now. Sure you can. This is slow. Okay, you can read. You can read. So, if anybody have any questions, put it up. I'll answer it. Again, I'm still getting used to the whole flow of what I want Total Woman to be or how I want it to rock. Definitely next time I'm gonna have my old school Millie and Diana and Gladys playing because it just feels real grown womanish. And this is the first time in my life, like I walked around feeling like a girl most of the time. Like even to my 30s, I think I really just started feeling like 40. You know what I'm saying? 40, right? And so, but I realized it was because in me not being honest, I never wanted to address how people made me feel. So I always be like, well, everybody is different and everybody's different. And that was just an immature kind of nice girl way. It's just this white thing. Not trying to address my issues and address others. And it just made me feel like a child. And so as I started to be honest with myself and eliminate myself from and people that I felt squelched my growth, it allowed me to feel like I was actually a grown woman. And I feel like a grown woman, although I still want to wear booty shorts and half shirts. I love trap music. Me and Young Thugger, we going shopping. Even though I'm starting like Migos better. But I'm saying, I just right now, me and Young Thugger, like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to hang out with him. I don't know. And so, like, I still like doing that. Like, my kids be like, I act younger than their girls. I'm like, I don't know. I like that. But, I still feel like a grown woman. And I feel like I find a way to split the difference in what my grown womanness is. And I'm on a college campus. So, they know I ain't them, but they know, what I'm saying, that I'm not some old woman.
And that's what Shamika was saying. Was it Sunday?
Oh yeah, about
the old lady told her to be young as long as you feel young.
Yeah.
Because once you settle in on feeling old, you are old.
Exactly. So and my mother acts like this. Like one day I'm gonna have her up there. My mother be like, and and that's just how I kind of just am like that when I'm not in no yellow smut place. But I'm just saying, like, I'm just always like this. And it's funny because I just hope everybody that's watching joins in to Bears and Bubbles because it is the key to life. It is why so many of us that get up every morning at now 7:45. It used to be 6:45. Some people was getting up at 4:45, 3:45. Yes, just to make it like it saved our lives from being walking zombies. We might not have killed ourselves because I don't know. Now, I might could have laid down in the bed sometimes and not want to get it. It just depends. Because I feel like I've been miserable enough to starve myself, but I ain't like, I don't know if I had got to a point where my stomach was like just in my back enough for me to crawl out like, bitch, you better eat. You know what I'm saying? Hunger pains hurt. So, but I know I have been in a space where I just felt like, yo, I think I could just give up right now. And Bears and Bubbles saved saved my life, and it's saving other people's lives. And so the yellow smut is really going to be about my journey and about how it's all coming together. And I hope that as I share inserts along the way, that people heal with me, travel with me, and know that they too can be on the other side. And look, my clock says 9:11. Deidre knows what that means. If you're watching Deidre, the clock says 9:11 and it ain't 9:11. Whether it's right on. Yeah, and I see that all the time. So those is some number. Those numbers mean something, and that's the universe telling me I am so aligned with this moment. I am where I'm supposed to be, and this total woman thing is where it's at. And remember, you cannot be a total woman without being a naked girl. You cannot be a naked girl without being without the teachings of Bears and Bubbles. It can go along with your teachings. It could be your teachings. It ain't got to be looked at as teachings. It can be looked at as food for your soul, for your mind. You know, it's just no way that it go. You gotta have it all.
For me, it's like a confirmation because, like I tell Javon all the time, I've always felt like it. I've always thought differently from everybody else. I'm like, I'm outside of the box, looking into the box and seeing everything. So I'm not one sided. But it's hard when you are dealing with people who are one sided because which is the world, they don't see it the way you see it. So what you're doing seems crazy, and what they're doing seems normal. But it's really like, I think I'm the only sane person in here. Y'all are the ones that's crazy.
Exactly. Anybody say anything? I don't know. I'm talking real hard in the morning. Don't say that. I be thinking I have my damn cigarette voice in the morning, but she don't be scratchy like that.
Deidre said that's why I've always embraced the youthful in me. Omalola says, I agree. Who puts the stamp on how we should act once we reach a certain age?
Exactly.
Being grown, childish is a great thing.
Exactly.
Deidre says, I've always resisted that. And she was replying to Omalola because even though I have had conflict with myself in being consistent in doing this, it's always been a struggle for me to just accept some bullshit.
And I never liked confrontation. So I've always been able to play the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just, everybody's kind of always liked me. Like I said, I ain't light, but I ain't dark. You know what I'm saying? I'm just tall enough to act scary, even though I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I come from New York, be like, I can't raise in my mouth, bitch. They don't really do that. I'm like, how the fuck do they do that? You know what? Guys, I'm like, but you know what? I feel like I tried to do that, but when I try to retrace the steps, I'm just like, how the fuck? And if so, I had to leave the cardboard on it. Wouldn't that shit be soggy? Yeah. And if you had to spit it out in the fight and you had to get the shit off, wouldn't that take like slow the time down? So I'm just like, I know how I am, and I kind of don't see that I did it, but I really think I tried to do it. I don't know if I just put it there for a minute and took it out. I had to, but I'm not gonna try it down just to see. I mean, we did used to stop the elevator in between floors and like jump out. And I can't believe that because I just don't be taking chances like that. So I don't know. Every so often you get a little bold, but yeah, it's so funny. So I don't even know how long I've been up here. The yellow smut.
Is it like your low place?
So the yellow smut is the craziness that we create. I say the mental illness because you know what feels right. You know what you feel aligned to. but you got the world on the outside telling you you're not supposed to look like this. You're not supposed to feel like this. You're not supposed to have a relationship like this. You should have that, And when you have that tug of war, I think that creates a yellow smut when you wake up one day and you could be in the best place in life. You don't have to be on your last leg. You don't have to be kicked out in the street. But just the day you wake up and you're sad and you don't know why. Okay. And that's when the voices start. Mm-hmm. And you can't turn it off. Because first you're like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Why the fuck are you crying? You know what I'm saying? You're like, I'm supposed to be happy. Why am I not happy? And when I look back through my journey of the last, I thought it started maybe somewhere during, my marriage of just not having anyone to talk to about the different things, like, getting married, while I was in church or just like kind of coming out of church and being at a church that really talked about relationships and how it is to be a wife and, women, if you're in the car with your man, your husband, and he's going the wrong way, sit there and be quiet and just let him drive lost. And God will eventually make him come back around, stuff like that. So it had me thinking, like, it started making me look at how perfect I thought a wife needed to be in order for the man to be happy. And I don't know if I would have felt like that beforehand. I just feel like when I became Christian at 30, it made me dissect my life in a way, not like bears and bubbles, in a way that God was never happy with me. In a way that said every day there was a struggle for me not to bust hell wide open. In a way that said turn down your natural biological desires in order to please this God that you can't see or feel, that they say made you in his image, but tell you that you cannot be like him. Like, that was so schizophrenic to me. You could do this because God said do that, but you can't do that. And so when I came to Christ, I was in a very broken state. And so I didn't know that shit wasn't true. I didn't know you didn't have to give a tip.
Because everybody in there was doing it.
Yeah, but ain't nobody tell me I was giving a real tip. You didn't. Because I worked with my hands. I was like, I ain't gonna curse my damn hands. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I break a finger or something, I'm messed up. Somebody could hurt a finger, work a 9-to-5 job, and somehow still go to work. Some workers comp and stuff. So I won't play in that. I'll be the person that going, I've been done had sex and bust out crying to the point where the dude that I don't want that no more. Mm-hmm. I just didn't know. And so when I started to talk about, like, I know when I'm being manipulated. I know when somebody looking at me thinking I'm a street chick that they could put in a youth ministry and the most people will relate to because of this and that. Like, I know that. I've been in 24-hour prayer services that's telling me that they don't see me in the future with my hair the way it is and stuff like that. Like, or somebody telling me speak in tongues. Like, I know when somebody's doing that to me.
And you're pretending because...
And I'm pretending because I don't want nobody to think that I ain't got my good, clean, saved person's garments on. You get what I'm saying? And so that's why so I went along with it. But because I was raised in different religions, when they started to tell me that other people in other religions was going to hell, that was the thing. I was like, I can't feel that because I grew up in other religions and we were not doing no craziness. We were not devil worshiping. We were not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we were doing really good things. And so I could not understand how they can say that it was only one way to God. Like, I didn't agree with that. You couldn't convince me of that. Maybe I'll fake tongues once. And maybe I gotta relax after I was natural because you ain't see me like that. And actually, they might have been right about that because the day when me and Jay started dating, I remember that I was coming around the corner. My hair was floating in the wind. I love telling this story. My hair was floating in the wind. And then when I came around the corner, the hair came after me. And I bumped into him. And that's, and I think my hair started breaking off right after that. I don't even think it grew back after that. It was like the healthiest day of my hair ever. So if the hair was something that he liked, I didn't trick him. The universe tricked him that day because it wasn't my fault that shit started breaking off after that. I don't know. I tried everything, and it just never got back on track. So that part is fine.
So let's go to some comments.
Okay.
Rodney Harrison says, life is about taking chances. My dad taught me that. Deidre says, I've always run the opposite direction of that philosophy. And Deidre says, it's the biggest crazy problem.
And my thing
had her living in fear with all of that. Omalola says, we as sisters worry too much about what others expect us to be than who we want to truly be. We please everyone but ourselves. And Deidre says, having no idea what we want to be because we're so focused on everybody else. And it's funny because a lady that I'm friends with on Facebook, she is a political scientist, and she has a radio show. I'm actually going to interview with her when I go to LA. Okay. And she made a post. She said, Black people are so concerned about white people that they dog each other out. And it's like the same thing with religion. You'll believe it until you actually see one of those people that told you not to do this and that and do it. And then you're like, wait a minute. So do we lie? Do we do what we want to do and then just come to church and put on the front? I think the thing is, don't nobody believe nothing gonna happen to them if they just ask Jesus to save them. Yeah. And so I didn't know that though. Like I said, nobody did. They said that, but I was like, that's what you gotta say. All you gotta do is say I'm glad. I'm like, I just didn't believe that was all. Then I started thinking like, well, what if it happened? I don't get a chance to say Jesus saved me. Like, you know, what if you don't have a chance to? Like, do you just say it every night before you go to bed? Like, do you say it like every couple of hours? Like, I didn't really know. It wasn't nobody talking about it, so I didn't know that you could just. But I mean, when you think about how people actually maneuver pastors and stuff like that, if they really believed what they preach, they would not do the things that they do. You cannot tell me that they got a different level of attack on them than an everyday person that don't know how to be prayed up. It's like to me, when I look at the Catholic religion, you just go to confessional, confess your sins, and then it's like the way. Yeah, the mafia about money, and you know that it's definite that the Catholic people really believe it because the mob, every mob movie you see, they're at church, they got their, they praying, or they're in the confessional giving a confession. But then you see the Catholic priests molesting children, and it's like widespread. It's like you must really believe that if you apologize, that you still can go to heaven or wherever they are going. Exactly. But I feel like that's not fair. If I do the right things my whole life, and somebody else do the wrong things, but they apologize, we should not get the same. I mean, that's what I'm saying. But I don't even give a fuck. I really don't, because at the same time, I'm living my life as if I've already gotten my reward. I think heaven is here. It's like a woman putting up with a man until you put a ring on your finger. It's like you went through all of that for this insignificant piece of whatever, and then you get married and say, well, we have been together so long, and it's like you using that time that you spent as a reason to keep going through stuff, like you waiting on some reward or for him to change or something to come when you should be living in the now. Yeah. Like, what are you doing for me now? What have you done for me lately? What am I getting out of this? Unless getting pleasing other people pleases you. But hey. Exactly. So, I think a lot of the extra yellow smut happened once I went to church and came out of it, because I always felt like I was not worthy. And so, but I was thinking that some of it came during the marriage and just not having anyone that I could talk to about it, because I didn't know a lot of people was married. I would go to older women that came to get their hair done in the shop and kind of just be like, so how long you gotta be married before you don't care that you made your husband mad? You get what I'm saying? That you had an argument. Like, how long now? When me and Jim have an argument, we will be okay by the end of it. I mean, like, right then. But it was about the way it resonated with me and who I felt I was in the relationship. It was me, it wasn't him. And I was like, I'm not perfect.
I'm not this perfect wife. I'm not this perfect wife. And then it just, just understanding the laws of attraction, I just pulled a lot of other stuff to me. And, after I came back from Africa, I was just like, I just had a wonderful 6 weeks, which I did. This week makes a year since my Africa trip. Ooh! Oh my goodness. I'll be putting up reposting some videos and stuff that I did. Like, it was such a wonderful trip. Like, I really, really loved it. I got a chance to be a 19-year-old college student, and I love that. And but when I went there, my mind wasn't where it needed to be to enjoy it in the entirety that I could have, because the voice was there and the husband was here and the kids was here. And who was I as a mother to have left my kids and my husband? Like, who does something like that? And so I was just like, I'm happy when I'm not happy. I'm happy when I'm not happy. I'm happy when I'm not happy.
I shouldn't be happy, but I'm having a good time.
Like, so it's just like back and forth, back and forth. And Jay did the best he can with like, yo, don't call us. Don't give a fuck. Do you. I don't care what you do you. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't care about me? You don't care about me? You don't care about me? And the kids was just like, I came back. My kids don't need me now because of the trip. And so it just kept creating these yellow smut, and it's amazing that it's even called the yellow smut. Like I said last week, because I read a story about called the yellow wallpaper, and it mentioned a woman going through postpartum, and and she just kept saying, why am I not happy? Why am I not happy? I'm married to a doctor. I have a beautiful baby. I got this big house. Yeah, she was a little white woman, and they be frail, but she was unhappy and she couldn't figure it out. And that was the first time I heard somebody say it was unhappy. And I identified with it in a way of saying, I should be more fulfilled in what's going on. Now, in living in the truth and allowing Jay has always been bears and bubbling me in some sort of way. You know what I'm saying? Just to have us right for life. Like, he was like, I'm not gonna let you be insecure. I probably would be crazier if he would have catered to me. As much as I thought that him not catering to me was gonna be mean. So it was mean. So, it's like I'm happy for that in hindsight, just so that I've been able to, first of all, identify when I said enough was enough, I needed to turn it off. And because we are vibrationally aligned, he knew, okay, now I could go in and help her. And I'm going to have to let her know who she's been to me, and that she's not been this perfect woman that she's been trying to be so hard of that she wasn't. And I had to swallow how that felt. And many people that hear me talk about that, when they see us, they like, I don't understand. I mean, that's because generally we've been really that aligned with each other, and he's always been honest, and I'm still a person that likes truth. So when it was all said and done, no matter how I would feel, I still knew he had always told me the truth. And I think I can speak for every woman when you just want to know the truth and know where you stand. And so there's nowhere my relationship has traveled that I have not been aware of the journey that I've been on. I may have wanted to control it. I may have wanted to slow it up or speed it up, slow it down or speed it up. But I've always known where I have been. I may have not bottom lined it when he said, you don't want to mess with Eddie Kane. I'm like, I like my puppies. Just in case. You know what I'm saying? Just in case. I do that, but I won't think about Eddie Kane at the end of the movie after he's been on drugs and all that. Yeah, just the good parts.
I'm just realizing, so the stuff that the blossoming in your relationship has come like within the last year.
Yeah.
So it's not been over the last 5 years we've been. So it's been.
We've gotten along great.
You've come full circle.
But as far as me being, he's been who he's been.
Yeah.
As far as me coming full circle about how I'm like, I think it got worse over time. Almost like when Abraham said, and I'm down, like I said, I hope people watch this because I'm going to be speaking Bears and Bubbles talk. But when she say don't build the momentum, like I went from not feeling like that to feeling like something wrong to feeling like, oh my God, I can't turn it down. Voice off. And what it was is my life was progressing. I had learned so much from him. I was in college, you know what I'm saying? Like I had won a poetry slam and went to Kentucky. Like I had so many great things that was happening to me, and I wasn't smiling. I wasn't laughing. I wasn't joking, and I was like, something is wrong with that because I should not feel like numb. You get what I'm saying? I should be excited and anxious, like I'm grateful in life, you know. And I was like, what in the world? And that's what kept making me talk and talk. And the more I was getting busy doing stuff, we went from spending like the first 4 years together, like always together, to being so busy when he was doing Grub's Kitchen and I was in school and I wasn't with him all the time. And that was where a lot of the talking began to myself and you know what I'm saying, just realizing I'm more insecure than what I thought I was. Maybe I hadn't realized that because I strategically was attracting what I thought in my mind, rather I was or wasn't, that I was somewhat, when I say higher, then I don't even mean higher because I didn't cry over so many. I just mean like needed. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then I get with a man like Jay that's like, I don't give a fuck about that. And somebody across the street to do the shit. So all the things that I thought, and he's like, listen, I'm with you because I love you, I picked you, I want you. But I had no leverage. Yeah. So I thought it wasn't enough that he just loved me. I didn't have nothing to dangle.
And he wasn't feeding your ego.
He wasn't feeding the ego. And so
or feeding your mental.
Exactly.
That you had created.
Yes, exactly. And so when I came back from Africa, we discussed a lot of things, and I just had to we discussed a lot of things, and that's what our webinar be about when we let people like really into our lives. And where I'm at now is such a happy place because I am free in my mind.
That's good.
I've allowed somebody to tell me their truth, take it totally for what it is, and it allows me to be true, live in my truth. And when you are living in your truth, you don't even worry about each other in that way. And we're close, and it's like not that we're closer, but we are aligned different without all the, you know what I'm saying? And so that's what the date on your level is about. And so I feel like if I'm saying I'm a 10 and he's a 10, but I ain't never really been with what I thought was a 10, it'll make my 10 like a 7. Mm-hmm. So now now I'm on the curve because now I done put him somewhere thinking that like I need to be something more to be sure. And he's like, I know who I want, and what you make you attend to yourself don't have nothing to do with what made me pick you. Like I feel, well, it do because they on your level, but it's like not the things that I'm thinking he's picking for.
Like you saying you didn't have a certain amount of things.
Yeah, like my education.
Like, I can call out
like
he may be like me, like outside of the box looking in, and you just looking around at your eye level, and you can't see
exactly. Yep. So she says, "Him people have no idea. Shit is so beautiful." This bitch C-boy done came a loon. What? What is that? This bitch C-boy done came along. Oh, a long ass motherfucking way. Look, that's what y'all gonna see me grow for real. So I ain't never liked to read. And I definitely didn't like to read aloud. So this reading comments that Destiny we do on Fridays or just in the morning time with Jay, that's growth. You know what I'm saying? And then now I'm like, oh, I need somebody to put a comma or period or something. Yeah. And now I gotta learn how to read Ebonics and shit. And so And so said one dude ain't enough, gotta rotate these motherfuckers. Like say
and that lady said,
yeah,
the old lady said, keep you a regular in the backup. And you know what's so crazy? When I went to work today, I'm real close with my clients. Like all of them, they come in, they let it all out. I should really get paid from their insurance company
for
these
right?
sessions. And my client said, "You don't seem happy. It was your birthday yesterday. Why don't you seem happy?" And I thought I was fine, and then I thought about it, and I really didn't do much on my birthday. Like I went to work for like 3 hours, and I was expecting to like go out to eat or something, and I didn't. And I didn't feel like it bothered me. Like I didn't even have birthday sex. So and it wasn't like I was by myself. I had, my boyfriend there, but we didn't have sex. So I think for me, it was like, well, this was a lame birthday, but I did so much more than usually. I just go out of town for my birthday. I'm trying to get you in here with me. And I wonder if Jay, Chris, and Shamika would be interested in doing an interview with the Advice Show. I shared their comments, but it only goes so far. I'm confident that Advice Show can spread their shit. You like cut off the comment? Yeah. Maybe experiences. Yeah. Look, I don't want to fuck with it. Share their goals even further if they like. Definitely inbox me. We'll talk about it. What y'all talk about? I'm just shooting the shit. I'm just talking about me like that. We talk about being a total woman and the journey of being a total woman. We're talking about love and life and the yellow smut that's been created. That's why I say I'm creating a new wave of feminism. I keep saying, what do we under? I think it's feminism. This will be number 5. Well, fuck it. I'm going to call it feminism wave number 5. And it's when you desire to have a man, but you don't need his ass to breathe. And if you go into a relationship like that as a woman, you won't feel like this relationship is the end all be all to everything in your life, which will make you a better mate for your partner. I swear it will. So, I just think, y'all hear that? Listen. Oh, dang. That was Shamika in there singing. So, again, I'm just trying to show people, I kind of got pulled into social media because people want to know who is the woman behind the man. Because this man is up there. He is cussing. He is crying. He is acting a damn fool. He is, he love women. Like, they want to know who is this woman. He's so straightforward. Like, he got to be a womanizer. She got to be being abused, tied up. So I think that's what people wanted to see. And so here I am, and through my whole journey, though, I realized that total woman that was birthed in me as a 12-year-old girl that got put on punishment for cutting school or something like that, with a mother that put me on punishment, not with a beating, but you can't have no TV, no phone. You can't even talk out the window. I lived on the 7th floor. People used to come to like, ooh, they'll be like that. Hey, what y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? She didn't let me talk out the window. She didn't let me go to the store. When I got off the bus, I had 10 minutes to get my ass in the house. She would call on the telephone, make sure I was there, and then you had to put the telephone, with the long cord in the room, lock the door until she got home. She did not play when I did get put on punishment. Other than that, it was really, really sneaky, so she really didn't know all the stuff I did. And so, just, they're like, I'm in here, I'm on punishment type shit. It just started writing. Yeah. I'm telling you, right? And I just started writing from there. And it's always been about poetry and love. And I've just always been on this quest to find love. But I realized that it's just always been a quest of somebody reassuring me that I am great. And I've not only did that with men, I've done that with friendships. And so if you don't know who you are, if you don't understand the light that's shining from you, you will be always looking for other people to shine the light on you. And you will burden them too.
Exactly.
Because then they feel like they can't be honest with you. They can't tell you, I'll call you tomorrow because you don't believe that you're worthy of a phone call back. And I've kind of gotten out of that. I was very dependent in my first relationship, my first serious one.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like we did everything together, so then when we wasn't together, I was anxious all the time of when we were gonna see each other again. But
everybody just missed George Franklin, the velvet teddy bear. Exactly.
But now I've arrived to where I'm like, okay, because my boyfriend's a lot like Javon. He's like, go have fun. Go, like, don't be up under me. Go have fun. Go do what you want to do. And I'm like, but what you gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
But now it's like, now that I've accepted it, I don't think he liked it. I think he was used to having somebody you gotta tell all the time, do you, do you. And now that I do me, it's like when I came over here the other night, when I left, it was like 11, 12, almost 12 o'clock. And when I called him, I didn't call him before because I didn't expect to stay here long. So he's like, well, why you just now calling me? Or, why you calling me so late? And I'm like, I was busy. You wasn't at work that long. I'm like, well, I'm doing other stuff besides work. Like, when I come here, it's still work. We still are planning or setting stuff up or aligning ourselves. So to me, it still feels like work. But it's funny that somebody who says, do you have fun, do what you want to do, is still concerned about what hour I'm getting into the house and where I'm spending my time. So I'm like, he have to understand that you feel like women behave a certain way, but men do it too. They just try to fixate on something else.
Exactly. Christina. Hey, Christina. I didn't even used to like my name, Christina, because it felt like till I got to church and I was like, Christ in me. You know what I'm saying? Christ in me. Anyway. All my years going to church, I've never met anybody until you and Jay that broke down what I was feeling and thinking in a way that I could understand and do something about it and get real results. I mean, and that's what we aim for. I mean, as a stylist, like she was saying, we spend so many hours talking to women. I didn't even realize, though, how much my idea of relationships were coming from conversations that I had with my clients and the things that they were doing. And so,
bullshit, hello, though.
And so,
and sometimes you like, ooh.
Yeah,
so that's too far. Let me not do that. Let me write that down. Don't do that. Let me write that down. Do that.
And it was a very big deal to me though. Like I was like, Dad, you gotta marry somebody.
Bullshit, hello, though.
You gotta marry somebody.
Room.
You gotta marry somebody that you feel like you wanna actually sleep with all the time. That's how I was
when you mad, like with me, I be with somebody who I wanna be with, whether they got an attitude or they all over me. It's like when you got an attitude, now I gotta warm you up, and then when I got an attitude, I expect you to do the same thing.
Yep. So that's what this is all about. That's why I'm here. Total Woman Tuesday. I am telling the truth. I am sharing my journey. I am going back into my life. Shamika Michelle, I've been telling them, I was seeing if they'll be able to hear you. And then by the time I'll be like, wait a minute. Then she couldn't hear you. But, huh?
I said good. I was hoping they could.
What? No. So I don't know if you want to, he came doing bullshit, and I don't know if you want to snake bullshit by or what. I don't know. It's up to you. And so, huh?
Oh, who got to fry some fish?
We are, Jay gonna do, He
So
might not know. I told him, but he might have forgot.
Mm-hmm.
But, he
I'm
might have
gonna read
forgot.
this comment from Baby Girl 2878. I stopped going to church as a test to see if I would fall off without church. That was 3 years ago, and I'm doing great.
Well, I told you that yesterday. We have this. I'm live. And you just walked through again, regular. You didn't even bullshit down.
Look. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
We
talk about fish and stuff. Okay.
Jamaican Buck came over with this fucking
I told
fish.
him that yesterday. He don't remember though. I told him about fish yesterday.
So you gotta come to our boo-boo now?
Fuck
this is live. Let's see. So, Ham said, hey, Javon.
Damn, the nastiest bitch on the earth.
He said Ham, the nastiest bitch on the earth. Ham, you be wilding out, y'all. This shit is super cool though. But yeah, so we'll discuss the fish. Even if me and you make it, whatever the case, I'll let them finish or whatever, because I'm sure the grease needs to be changed, and I really don't want that to happen now. I'm about to get off live in this.
I'm gonna change grease and make you happy.
But I don't want that to be done now. It's gonna make. I just want to.
I ain't talking to you shit.
No, but you gotta wash it. I'm just asking.
I ain't gonna wash nothing.
Okay,
I promise you.
all right. So
See, she ain't being
That's
very
a-
interviews. She
no,
running things.
no. I'm just like I'm about to get off. I just wanted to get off and yeah. So see now with the money like see what happened. Now I done lost my damn words. And you just started talking to me. You always getting in my shit. Now I gotta go back and damn.
Now I'm finna be a fishy motherfucker in a little bit.
I had to go back to. So we just gonna play it on now. Yeah, it won't let me do both. So I was just gonna put my back on my YouTube music, but I'm gonna have to let somebody go, and it will probably be the Facebook. If you would just click on the link below and subscribe to the page, even though we'll be logging off soon. Like then that way you could just come right directly to my page. I'm trying to build it up. You know, subscribe to Total Woman 40. Subscribe to.
I'm sorry.
That's why I
I swear to God, you're right. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's good. Don't spill that. Don't throw that out.
It's over.
No, I just ate that
I
yesterday.
promise you.
We just ate that yesterday.
Okay.
Look underneath the scene. I'm gonna go. So can y'all click on? Huh? But then you won't be able to read the comments or nothing. It's not gonna let you go back because they clicked you off. So click on the link below. Somebody. Thank y'all for tuning in. Click on the link below. Subscribe to Total Woman 40, and let's say goodnight together. Yeah. So I don't even know. Is Davion about to come through? Okay, he's not. I'm gonna put it in here. Oh, okay. Cody, yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you're gonna have to. What you about to do, though? Oh, no, don't do that.
Hey, Chris, can I interrupt you for a second? I think it goes all the more to show your total woman is your mother or wife and everything.
I know, but I'm just trying to, stay a little, what you call it? I'm going back to watch this so I can see the last thing. So, I mean, I like the fact that it is that, but I'm saying, like, the scraping of the pot, even though I know I'm going to be happy about the fish or the little crackling things in the garbage can and stuff like that, I'm just like, I don't know, that's no different in the morning. That's, so I'm trying to stay focused, I'm back focused, but that is a part of being a total woman. I am a wife, I am a mother, I am a entrepreneur, I am a student, what else? I'm a social activist, that's not entrepreneur. I'm everything, and I'm every woman. You see it? No, I don't like that. Look, I don't like this song. Look, let's see. I'll go back. And then go down. I just like my, yeah. No, yeah. Let's see. Why they have to? Yeah. That groove, yo.
One of those old,
I'm gonna learn those. I'm gonna learn those. Love. is wrong. I don't want to be right. And being right means being without you. I'd rather live alone. I'd rather be alone. And say it's a shame. It's a downright disgrace. But love is that got to feel like if you gon' be in love, it got to feel like that. And that's not about a man being perfect. That's about you embracing that you feel that aligned to the person. Might as well shut the crowd. And so it's like you have to really feel like you're ready to be vulnerable and be real and honest in order to get it back. And that's not about how perfect this man is. It's about saying, I love you no matter how fucked up you might be, and not try to pretend that you don't. Because those are the things that create the yellow smut. That you're in a relationship with someone that you think the world tells you you're not supposed to want to be with, or your life is supposed to be a certain way, and that's not the way life is.
And you truly do believe it. I remember us having a conversation, and you were saying that if somebody's happy, let them be happy.
Let them be happy.
They know everything that you're going to say, but they really know who you're with, so they don't need to hear it.
That's why I tell people, I used to tell some friends, I used to be like, you ain't never got to come to me and tell me what you done heard or saw. Because I don't leave till I'm ready to go. If I didn't feel like that the day before, if you tell me some new shit, don't tell me expecting me to do what you want me to do. Like, that's just how I've been. I was like that before Jay. Don't tell me that it ain't over till I say it's over, because I done tried to walk away in relationships that I went right back to. So I was just like, don't be feeling sorry for me. Like, let my intuition work. And if that shit don't work, then it ain't the time. And most of the time it works, and you know, but when it's all said and done, do you stay? So if you want to stay in what you're in, then be happy in what it is, and know that that's what works for you. It's not about what works for somebody else. So I love that he's real like that. I love that when we up there, he might be like, that bitch or my bitch or bitch. That does not bother me, because I know what I'm in. That don't, like, I don't need people to feel sorry or scared for me, because that's my shit. Your shit might be something else, but I'm telling you what I know from being a cosmetologist for 20 years. Women will be picked by any man that picks them. They will make it work no matter what. And you don't let go a good dick till you're ready. And if you marry somebody you don't want to sleep with, you will cheat on him with the guy with the good dick. And that's what I know. And every woman, when she go out the country, she sleep with somebody. That's what I know. And so I'm just like, that's why women always be so on men like that, because we know who we be. So I say, don't be like that.
I thought to myself before I've done things and been like, I can't believe I did that. But you can believe you did it because you were there. You just want to know that somebody else is a little bit shittier than you are, a little bit worse than you are. You don't recreate that.
Ooh, yeah. You know when you get some good love and you don't want to let his ass go. And when he on top of you, digging you down, you look up in his eyes and say, I love you, mom and boss. You want to beg him not to leave. You want to ask him to stay. You want to say, please don't go. But that woman pride steps up, stands your way, and you get dressed and act like you don't want no more. Well, I say to every woman, don't stand in your way of happiness. Keep your ass naked on the bed and tell them come back and rub on those bricks. Yes, you better know it. You better show it. You gotta show it that you're gonna have a. You're gonna have some pink smut, yellow smut around your head, heat blaze, heat visions. And you don't wanna go there. No, you don't wanna go there.
Nobody wanna go there with you.
Reds and bubbles will save your life. Then you will be a naked girl. It ain't got to be a fight. That's how you become a total woman. You'll get your shit right. Yeah. Do what you feel. Yeah. That's what this is all about.
You have what you need inside of you to guide you in the right direction. You don't need anybody to tell you how to do it.
Early in the morning, when you want somebody to make you feel good, you roll over and you see your man, and you happy that you took his hand. You the sweetest thing I ever known. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in to Total Woman Tuesday. Subscribe to J. Michael Clark's YouTube page. Subscribe to Naked Girls TV. Subscribe to Total Woman 40. Well, if y'all looking at me now, then you already subscribed. I'm glad YouTube is off. But join me, watch me grow. And I love it. Say stop streaming in the bottom. So you see it?
Yeah.
When you push stop, it should say stop.
Okay.